we're going to present to you a sort of tiny taste and tease of what we do throughout the year. And at the end of this performance, you will be the first audiences who will hear what we are doing this fall, because we're doing some very special shows. We actually have a national license this year, but we'll figure that one out. So we're going to share that with you and actually give you a little piece of what that show is going to be. They're allowing us to do that together. So after this, forget about it. It's no more secret, right? So you get the special thing. Let me introduce the players that we have here with us today. The amazingly dangerous man who works with Phantasmagoria and the Circus Armory. Welcome, Callum, to the stage. Our very own songstress herself, who writes all of her own music and songs, I might add, North Raina. Our 1 year anniversary with Phantasmagoria before she leaves for months in Japan to perform. Welcome, Sandira! And direct from the exotic land known as St. Louis, Missouri. We want to welcome one of the St. Louis Phantasmagoria members, Carlotta! We find another way to make this very devious and to have all the performers hate me dearly. Not only is it going to be random pick on who goes in what order, but it's going to be a vastly random pick on what stories are told today. Normally I bring about 5. We have 30. Whoa! Meaning the storytellers, and I'm doing it to myself, I'm one of the first storytellers. So there are horror poetry, haunted tales in here, and we have no idea what's coming. So see, look at Carla, the way she's looking at me now, you understand. So, we're going to do this is someone's going to choose one of the treasure boxes. I will open it for you, you will take out what's inside it. You must read it. You will call forth the demon that is to come. And that is the performance that will happen. Now, the other person who makes me greatly every time we do this is, of course, our stage manager, because they don't know what's coming. Welcome, Draco, to the performance. You had a wonderful expression on your face when I said that, so you have to pick the first box. Okay? I'm going to open it for you, but it's a little tricky. You can take it out. Please stand up. Okay. And you get to read this out loud, and with passion, you have to read the last sentence when you call for it.
Okay. It is not the rhythm or the steps that make the dance, but the passion that goes in the souls of those who dance. Augusto Bronco. I call forth one of Phantasmagoria's daddy dancers.
Round of applause! And now she doesn't know what song's about to come, by the way. I forgot to tell you that part. And she has a bunch of props to use, so we're going to figure it out. Draco, it's your pick. See that? Look at this. You're like a star now. Can't hear you. Oh yeah, be a little louder. See, you got a critic now. Who said that? Who's the critic? So loud! It's okay. Tell you what, we'll do it together. You say it to me and I'll say it to them. Damn everything but the circus! Damn everything that is grim, dull, and not motionless, unrisky, inward turning. Damn everything that won't get into the circle, that won't enjoy Ian Cummings. See, I knew you wrote that. And ready, we'll do this together, okay? I call forth one of Phantasmagoria's circus danger artists. Let's welcome to the stage, Callum, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Callum McGregor. I'm a professional danger circus and stunt performer. That means that I make my entire living doing stupid and dangerous things that can get myself or other people hurt, entirely for the enjoyment of sick and sadistic crowds like yourselves. Alright, so today we're going to be using this. We could be doing fire, we could be throwing knives, we could be doing daring sword fights. Today we will be using an American bullwhip. Now, by show of hands, who here knows what causes that iconic sound of the whip cracking? Right there. Oh, now she wants to talk. The feather at the end, how so? What is it doing? Close, yes. Alright. Every time you hear this whip crack, it is actually a miniature sonic boom. It is that this little cracker, the end of the whip, is traveling faster than the speed of sound, displacing air, causing a sonic boom, which means that the tip is traveling at over 900 miles per hour every time you hear this sound. That means it has enough energy to not only lacerate flesh, but break bones. Under no circumstances should you ever treat these like a toy or crack them near other people. So you know what we're going to do today? Treat them like a toy and crack them near other people. So, I'm going to need a volunteer. Anyone at all? Now, Byron. Yes. See, in true, somebody stopped answering my letters years ago. But did we decide, can we pull people from the audience?
How much money do you have in your personal bank account?
You pay me, you know that.
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think I need someone from here. And if there's one person saying no, then I think that means you just got...
No, so do you want to see
Oh, round of applause for Byron. So, Byron is going to be my lovely assistant for the day. One of those words is true. Go ahead and stand right here for me, Byron. And just face that way and trust me. No, Byron. Come back. We have a couple additional props here. Don't say I never brought you anything pretty, Byron.
Thank you.
So, Byron, you're going to take one of these flowers right here. You're going to hold it in your right hand. I know, it's so nice. Take about 2 steps to your left. Perfect. Stick your hand straight out to the side. With the flower in it. Then one step. All the way out. Now you're going to see something really interesting. I'm going to take a couple steps back here. And in just a moment, I'm going to crack this whip and I'm going to cut the very end off that flower. Whatever it is.
Oh,
I'm going to cut the end off that flower. Everyone in the audience is going to absolutely lose their minds and start screaming and applauding and be extremely excited. But the best part is that then I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to cut further and further back on this flower, one after the other, until I get as close to your hand as I can. Hopefully without causing any injury. And the closer I get to your hand, the louder this audience is going to get. It's going to be really incredible. Watch this, ready? Not yet. Alright, here we go, for it. Oh, you lucked out. Alright, was that dangerous enough? Yes! This entire side of the audience just that Byron hold this next flower?
Outside in the hallway.
Ooh, that's a good one. It is mouth. All right, Byron. Yep. All right, Byron, you're going to face this way. Face directly towards the side of the audience. Okay. You're going to take this flower. You're going to set it into your back molars. So it's nice and tight, nice and secure. Open wide. And we'll have you turn just kind of this way, so that even suggesting this, you get a really great and for your own sake, you might want to just lean forward just a little bit and just stick the hips out behind you. That's probably a good choice. All right, here we go. Same thing. I'm going to try to get as many cups as I can. Audience is going to get crazier and crazier as we go. 3, 2, 1. Byron, go ahead and stand right where you just were. It's okay, I'm out of flowers after this. You're safe, relatively. So go ahead and drop the rest of those. Just take this. Go ahead and hold it. Alright, and then you're going to want to lean backwards just a little bit. Alright, and I don't think Byron's ever seen me do this much.
Oh, jeez! Shoes!
There we go. Alright, this is the right direction. Alright. And now, last time, audience is going to absolutely lose their mind. I think under these circumstances, I'm just going to try to get one cut. I'm not going to try to cut.
Yeah, why not?
Discretion's a better part of valor, right?
Okay. Oh, Jesus. That's good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's our last cut. 3, 2, 1. It's really my favorite part of the show, actually. Okay, here we go. All right, there you go. Okay. That's right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I love a man in an apron, yes. That's the hour. There you go, take it out. All right, stand up, my friend.
All right.
You get to read this out nice and loud and clear.
Tell me a fact and I'll learn. Tell me the truth and I'll believe. But tell me a story and it will live in my heart forever. Ed Sybil, I call forth one of the phantasmagorious storytellers.
Bravo! Stand up. Go on, yeah. Which is the first storyteller to speak. Yes, a true storyteller. Da-da. Let us welcome to the stage, Paul Walker. If only we could even make this even more random. This is our story books. And as I mentioned to you, and I'm not kidding, I will actually pull them out to show you, they're going to kill me. Because that's how many different stories we have. Now, I'm going to come back over here, and you're going to, don't look, but feel around a little bit inside the box. Feel around a little inside this case, and you will pick a story for Carlotta to tell. There we go. That's perfect. That's what you get. So you get. Perfect, yeah. She has not seen this. She doesn't know what it is. This is going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Lotton, the storyteller.
I present to you The Ghost, from Hood's Own or Laughter, from year to year, published in the year 1839, a very serious value. In Middle Road, some years ago, there lived one Mr. Brown, and many folks considered him the stoutest man in town. But Brown and Stout, they both wear out. One Friday, he died hard and left a widowed wife to mourn at 20 pence a yard. Now, Widow B, in 2 short months, thought mourning quite a tax, and wished, like those before her, to lose those mourning blacks. When Mr. Street, she simply was sweet, the thing thus came about. She asked him in at home and then at church, and then he asked her out. One dreary night, this jealous ghost appeared before her view. It came a little after 1, but she came after 2. Mrs. B, Mrs. B, are these your sorrow's deeds? Already getting with a flame to burn your widow's weeds? It's not so long since I've left, for I, the mortal, see my memory. It's held in your heart, should still be bound in grief. To think that on her finger another pledge should be. Oh, bless! Oh, my very soul, it hurts me like anything. Remember? Oh, remember. The marriage rite did work. If ever we were one flesh should be, 'tis now when I have none. And you, sir, once a bosom friend, of perjured faith convict, as ghostly toe can give no glow, consider you are a hollow voice is all I have, but this I tell you plainly. If time should come you marry, ma'am, then I'll come again. More, he would say, but the rooster, that sprightly shade and shook, with sudden crow, and off he went like a shotgun, ready, cocked. The end.
This story will be tied to the rest of this day, by the way. No other storyteller will be allowed to tell us. Alright, we have 2 more acts coming. Let's see what they're going to be and who is going to go first. I haven't come to the sides. I've come. Look at that smile. How can I say no? Okay. So this one. Yes, you have to read it. Oh no, I have to read it. That's what she said. Yes.
Stories are the creative conversion of life itself into a more powerful, clearer, more meaningful experience. They are the currency of human contact. Robert McKee. I call forth one of Phantasmagoria's storytellers.
Yes, and that would be me. Yes. Thank you. Go to the story box and find someone and let them pick. I mean, is it fair?
Who would like to reach into my box?
Well, she made it dirty, didn't she?
Let us see. Here you are,
Okay. Oh. Oh, this is a creature that many people don't know. Oh, interesting. The Fetch by John Bannon. The mother died when the child was born and left me her baby to keep. I rocked its cradle the night and morn, or silent hung o'er it to weep. 'Twas a sickly child through its infancy. Its cheeks were so ashy pale, till it broke my arms to walk in glee out in the sharp fresh gale. And then my little girl grew strong and laughed the hours away, while sung me the merry lark's mountain song, which he taught to her break and day. When she wreathed her hair in thicket bowers, while the hedgerows and hair held blue, I called her my May in her crown of flowers, and her smile so soft and new. And the rose, I thought, never shamed her cheek, but rosy and rosier made it, and her eye of blue did brightly break through the bluebell that strove to shade it. One evening, I left her asleep in her smiles, and walked through the mountains lonely. I was far from my darling, many long miles, and I thought of her and her only. She darkened my path, like a troubled dream, in the solitude far and dreary. I spoke to my child, but she did not seem to hearken with human ear. She only looked with a dead, dead eye, and a wan, wan cheek of sorrow. I knew her. Fetch! She was called to die, and she died upon the morrow. The end. A shapeshifter, that's what it is. So a fetch took my guns. Wonderful. All right, we have one more. I'm losing everything. Where's the that? I'm going to come round to you, sir, the man who tortured you with the rose thing. You can stand up. Let's hear this one. Yep, I get over it. Now. There we go. You get to read this one.
I've always believed that opera is a planet where the muses work together, join hands and celebrate all the arts. Franco's Zeffirelli. I call forth one of Phantasmagoria's opera singers.
Let us bring to the stage! Come on, take it on! I said it. It's some people say it. I made it up. It's bullshit. Yes.
Its voice and
asking us, why don't you bring back your Christmas Carol? Because we adapted Christmas Carol many years. One of the greatest ghost stories ever written, right? And so we're like, well, we've been trying not to do it for the last couple of years. We've been doing these Victorian ghost movies instead. We decided that if we were going to bring Christmas Carol back, then we were also going to bring to the stage all the other Dickens ghost stories of Christmas, because he wrote 4. So we're going to be doing a show called A Very Dickens Christmas. Christmas Carol will be only one of the 4 acts of this particular seasonal story, and all of his other ghost stories will be told probably for the first time on stage, many of them, because they have never actually been done. So that's going to be a wonderful thing. So that's our Christmas story. Now, something. Yes. Now, some of you may know who this artist and author is. Some of you may not. That's okay. You will know who he is after Halloween. They are celebrating their centennial this year. He has passed, but this is a 20th century author, and in so doing, we're not allowed to do his works. We are now fully licensed with his trust to develop a brand new show in honor of his 100th birthday. When I was 12 years old, which was many years ago, I sat in the Martin Beck Theater in New York and watched Franklin Judd play Dracula in the Broadway production. Those sets and those costumes were designed by an artist and author named Edward Gorey. He is a writer of these incredible little awful penny dreadfuls. We're like every child on the planet dies. We enjoy those a lot. We're going to be introducing all of his works this year in licensing with the Edward Gorey Charitable Trust. And all the monies that go to them actually go to all those charities, which, believe it or not, were cats and bats, that Edward Gorey found haunting himself. Now, in honor of that, they're going to allow us to do one story for all of you here. It's a quick one called Arthur. It's probably one of his most popular ones. And if you're sitting there going, I don't know who Edward Gorey is, you might know after this. And if not, come see the show in October. You will never forget who Edward Gorey is then. The Ghastly Crumb Tidings, or After the Outing, an alphabet book by Edward Gorey, first published in 1963.
A is for Amy, who fell down the stairs.
B is for Basil, assaulted by Meg.
C is for Clara, who wasted away.
D is for Desmond, thrown out of a sleigh.
But E is for Ernest, who choked on a beach.
F is for Fanny, sucked dry by a leash.
But G is for George, smothered under a rock.
H is for Hector, done in by a thump.
I is for Ida, who drowned in the lake.
J is for James, who took live by mistake.
K is for Kate, who was struck with an axe.
L is for Leo, who swallowed some tax.
N is for Molly, who was swept up to sea.
N is for Neville, who died of ennui.
O is for Olive, ran through with an arm.
P is for Prue, trampled flat in a brawl.
Q is for Quentin, who sank in a mine.
R is for Rhoda, consumed by a fire.
S is for Susan, who perished a fit.
T is for Titus, who flew into bits.
U is for Una, who slipped down a drain.
V is for Victor, squashed under a train.
W is for Winnie.
X, right, is for Xerxes, devoured by mice. The end. And now, our friends, our family, the time has come where we must leave you. The stories they call to us, the stories they need us. Tonight, when you return to your homes and you stuff out that candle before bed, know that we are there till we meet again in your darkest dreams. And then we have to clear you out for the next show. Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy.